Today we are going to take a day trip from Panama City, and it's my birthday.
Yes.
So it's a birthday present from Becky.
Yep, we're gonna have a fun day.
So we're gonna take off from Panama City, and we're doing something we rarely do. We hired a private guide.
For the whole day.
Yeah, so we're pretty excited about this.
So would you like to meet him?
All right, everybody, here is our private tour guide for the day.
Thanks, guy. Hi, I'm Eustacio, a local tour guide from Panama City. Today, we are at the Agua Clara Locks, the new part of the Panama Canal, with Becky and our birthday guy, Frank. If you check there, in the back of us, there is the Gatun Lake. The Gatun Lake is in the middle between the two oceans, Pacific and Atlantic. This ship is attempting to go inside the locks. It's helped or supported by the tugboats there. And then if you check at the back, another big ship is coming, and to the right is another big ship that is going to the original locks, the old one. This one is a vehicle carrier, and those two, as you see, they are carrying containers.
So Eustacio has driven us all the way from Panama City. Great trip over here. Super informative guide. Love it. So where are we going after the Agua Clara Locks?
Okay, when we finish here, we are moving near of the original locks to check the dam area, and maybe we have the chance to see any ship there. After that, guys, we are going to San Lorenzo Castle. So don't miss this part of the trip, okay? We just started.
Now let's take a look around at the Agua Clara Locks Visitor Center. The tickets to enter are $10, which includes a day pass and a short introductory film about the Panama Canal. Now, if you didn't know, the Agua Clara Locks are a part of the new Panama Canal expansion project that was completed in 2016. Now, the original locks, which are still in operation today, date way back to 1914. But the Agua Clara Locks were built to accommodate larger ocean-going vessels. Let's make our way up to the main viewing area. As you can see, there are a couple of levels where you can watch the big container ships come into the locks and also see how the locks operate. All right, another cool ship going through the lock. That was really incredible.
Right, so now we're gonna head down to the lower level to see it go through the next set of locks.
All right, so what you do is go right down this sidewalk. There'll be a shuttle here waiting for you, or you can just take a sidewalk down to the lower level. When you come down to the lower section of the viewing area, be sure to come out here and look at some historic artifacts. This is pretty cool. This particular boiler dates back to the French when they were building the canal. This was used for drilling into rocks. And then over here is an anchor. It says the anchor for boat found in dredging works of the Atlantic entrance of the canal. Anchors like this, known as stockless, were invented in the 1800s, commonly used by US Navy ships. And then one of the neatest parts of it is right here. This is a steel concrete bucket for cement. This was used way back in the early 1900s when the United States was building the canal. They would fill this with cement as they were building the locks. So be sure to walk over here and see these historic artifacts. So that's part one of our day trip from Panama City, the Agua Clara Locks, and wow, what a great time.
Yes, the breeze is amazing today out here, and the vividly green colors are just so cool, especially against the blue. It's just a great day.
It is so beautiful here. We've been to the Miraflores Visitor Center, and this one, the Agua Clara Locks, very different, which we loved. And I also love the fact that there are 2 levels.
Yeah, it's really cool to go down to the lower level.
Yeah, both.
So where are we headed now?
All right, so we're going to head across the Atlantic Bridge behind us, and we're heading to one of the oldest Spanish forts in Panama.
Sounds cool.
All right, so let's take off, head over the bridge, and see what else we can explore. All right, so we made it over to Castillo de San Lorenzo, the castle.
Yes, and we're lucky because it's just recently been restored, so the timing was great.
So we took off from the Agua Clara Locks, had a great trip over. Went over the Atlantic Bridge. That was awesome.
Yes, and then we saw the dam of the Gatun.
Oh yeah, Gatun Dam, one of the biggest earthen dams at the time. Really cool to see that historic place.
And then we took a really cool ride through the rainforest and saw some critters along the way.
Yeah, it was the drive itself was really cool.
Yeah.
So now we're here at San Lorenzo. We're gonna explore this place. Tickets to get in are $5 a piece.
Yeah, so a great deal and definitely worth coming out for.
All right, let's take a look around. Now, San Lorenzo is a really cool place to explore. First of all, it has just recently been renovated, opened up in the year 2023. There are all sorts of signs marking certain locations describing its importance. It has a couple of different levels. Probably one of the most amazing things is just the views over the Caribbean and also the views of the Chagres River. And you can certainly see as you look out over the area why the Spanish chose this location to protect Panama. There are also all sorts of rooms that you can go in and out of, and really just all sorts of photo opportunities as well. So this is a really, really cool place to spend an hour or two exploring this historic fort and just having a lot of fun. So that concludes our day trip across the Isthmus of Panama, all the way to the Agua Clara Locks,
And then onto the Gatun Dam and Lake.
and then over here to San Lorenzo. What a day it was. So glad we hired our guide.
Yes.
He did a great job. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Such a fun time.
It was
And
a
the
great
weather
time.
was amazing.
Yeah.
The views were spectacular.
All right, so if
Highly
you ever,
recommend.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. Highly recommend Eustacio. Did a great job, and highly recommend coming over here to the Caribbean coast and visiting all these historic sites.